toy car. Again, mother of 3 boys, so I'm never far from something like this, and there's often a few in here. Hi Vogue Taiwan, I'm Gabriella Wilde. This is my beautiful Grace Han bag. This bag is perfect for me because I'm a busy mother of 3, so I need a bag that I can fit a lot of things in my life. I also always have a smaller little bag inside to keep my more precious bits that won't get lost inside. So this bag matches actually kind of perfectly what I'm wearing today. I love the color blue, and it has a beautiful blue on it that matches the denim, which I think is fun and makes the look complete. So this bag for me it kind of suits any occasion, but really for me it's a bag that I'd like to have with me all day, kind of traveling through my life. I can fit my whole life in it, and so yeah, it's a bag that I'd use pretty much every day. So what's in my bag? First, obviously a phone. I don't think anyone doesn't have a phone anymore, which has my 3 sons always on the background, so they're with me. And on the back I have my sister. I live with a lot of boys, and so I need her with me too. I also have a feather here. My youngest son likes to give me feathers whenever he sees them. So there's usually a few in my bag, and I have one in my phone. Hair clip, again, busy life. I usually need to chuck my hair up, and so I'm never without a hair clip or a hair tie. I also have in here a smaller bag, which keeps my more precious stuff in it. And in here I have a stone, which also my other son constantly fills up my bag with little treasures and stones and things, so I often have 1 or 2 of these in here. I have 2 right now. And then I also swap my jewelry around quite a lot, but something I always have with me is this necklace, whether I'm wearing it or not. It has some special charms on it, cross from my grandmother, cross from my mother, half a heart that my husband has the other half, and a little thing crest to do with my family, and so that's always with me as well. And they all go nicely in here and stay safe. I always have these. I need them. Music is a big part of my life. I'm married to a musician, so that's something that's ever present. I also meditate a lot, so I need these so I can find a peaceful moment occasionally, and then I meditate using those. And also I'm an actress, and so often I learn my lines by listening to them. And so these are essential. If I don't have them, I can't do very much. I also have glasses. I never used to wear them, but I'm becoming more blind as I get old, so these are always with me so I can read. I have a book, always. The book I'm reading at the moment is called The Wisdom of Insecurity. Highly recommend it. It is a beautiful book and very thought-provoking. I have some playing cards. That's usually for my sons. I have 3 boys to keep them occupied. They like to play cards with me, and if we're traveling, then this is always a necessity and a winner. They've recently got into playing cards, and now I'm remembering all the things we used to play when I was younger, and so that is another essential for me. I also have here some facial oil. I always like quite natural products. This is a new one called Mud Organics, which I have just started using, and I just use it for everything. Face, hair, whenever, I live in England, and often it's quite drying the weather, so that's an essential too. And then I have a notebook. This is something I carry with me always. Whenever I have an idea or a thought, I like to note it down. It feels like my life is busy, so I have a lot to remember. So this has all sorts in it. It will have things I read that I like the sound of, things I need to do, probably a few drawings from my kids in it when they get bored, that kind of thing. I love smells, and scents are really important to me. So this is the scent that I'm currently wearing. It's a French brand called Maison Louis Marie. It's actually a perfume oil, which I like. I prefer to the kind of spray. It just has a slightly softer smell. And so that is with me often at the moment. This as well is another go-to that I have. It's pawpaw cream. I use it for everything. Nails, face, lips, even if my kids have a little scrape or something. So that is often in my bag too. These are matches, but actually they're special matches a friend of mine gave me. As I said, I love smells, and they're actually incense matches. You can light one and it will burn for 30 seconds and create a nice relaxing smell, and so that's something I have with me when I'm traveling around. It was a thoughtful gift because she knows me well if she gives me something like that. Oh, this is lavender oil. My mom actually makes this, and this lavender oil in particular is beautiful. It's French lavender, which I really love, and it helps me sleep. And so I carry this with me always. If I'm feeling stressed or traveling and I can't sleep, then I always have her lavender with me, and it reminds me of her. Chocolate. I always have dark chocolate with me. It's a vice of mine. It's not too bad a vice though. So you can see this is half eaten. And this one is actually from Ibiza, where I just came back from. And yeah, I will always have dark chocolate with me. Probably doesn't last very long like this one hasn't. Oh, and then also I have here Post-it notes. These are a big part of my life, and they are everywhere in my life to remind me what I need to do. Again, even if it's just something that I like to remind myself, if I read something I think is interesting, or a little quote or something that I want to remember, and then often it's filled with lists of things I need to do as well. So I have a lot of pens in here, different ones, usually coloured ones. Again, my kids like to draw, and so I often have a lot of different colour pens in my bags. I like to draw too, and always note down little things I'm thinking about. This is like a essential oil roll-on thing. This one is actually called Women's Balance, and again, it's just a really calming smell that kind of, I use smells a lot to kind of remind me of certain things. I use that in acting as well, and so I often have different scents and stuff with me depending on what I'm doing that day and what I kind of want to need. I think it definitely changes my mindset when I need it to. So that is with me too. So this is my bag and my life that is inside it. Goodbye, and I hope to see you again.